What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys today because we're going to be taking a look at one of the newest additions to Blazing Vortex. And it's been a minute since we had a new pot card, and of course, Konami did not want to leave anything unturned. We have Pot of Disparity, and as you can tell from this card's artwork, it's a combination of the spells Pot of Riches and Pot of Generosity. But as you can tell from the art of Generosity itself, this is actually the Pot of Duality set look that it has in the game. Or it could be Pot of Generosity. But we are here for this card's effect. So it is a normal spell. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You cannot draw any cards with card effects during the turn you activate this card. Banish 3 or 6 cards from your extra deck face down. Excavate the top number of cards of your deck. The same number of cards from the top of your deck. Add one of them to your hand and place the rest of them in the bottom of your deck in any order. For the rest of the turn, after this card's effect resolves, have any damage your opponent takes. So, the card overall is basically search power, which most people will probably have a lot to attend to this. Why would you suggest a card like this? Well, in the game right now, although draw power is great, most people sequentially want search. Most people want to not draw into the bad cards or the cards they don't need at the current time, but they would rather get cards that they were like, okay, I needed this now, let's go and get it. And this is exactly what this card does. Now, the probabilities of the 1 out of 6 of those cards being something you need um, does depend on the deck, because at this point, every deck in the game has a way to search for its pieces. And at certain points in the game, you may not have a lot of those cards to search for, or you need those cards to search for. And that's what this card itself is going to help you do. Taking your extra deck and then helping you benefit from your main deck. Now, some people say that this card is very bad. Some people are saying that it's trash. I honestly say that this card has potential and that this card is going to be extremely expensive when it does come to TCG, because 9 out of 10, it's going to be a secret. Now, I can name tons of decks that this card can fit in, and all of them would be correct. Decks that you would say already have draw power could benefit from this, even if they don't have when they don't have to use the draw power. Like, I can give you an example of an archetype with a draw card that I really thought was very, very non-them, and that's actually Black Wings, because the cards of Black Feather, when it came out, I think that was more so at a time where Black Wings were still really, really good. They were still, tier up. They had a lot of everything that synchro format needed, and they really didn't have a really good draw card. And unfortunately, the draw card Konami gave them limited them because they couldn't special summon the turn they activated the card's effect. So, at that point, oh, and you had to remove a Black Wing in order to draw from it. Where this card simply says, let's go get those pieces. Let's go get those new tuners that you have in your archetype that allow you to special summon them when you control another Black Wing. Let's get a Black Wing that can help you search for a Black Whirlwind and put it onto the field and then normal summon that monster, and it gets you additional normal summons. It's like, this would be really good in it. Then I look at Harpies, where I love Harpies Feather Rest. I still honestly would play both cards. I think this would be more so of the correction if you oops and didn't get the proper card that you need, or this can help you set up into a lot of cards. Because Rest isn't a bad card, it's just Rest kind of limits you on the special summon, which at a point, if your extra deck doesn't have some massive wind monsters and you're not playing the Mist Valley Apex Avian combo, then I kind of wouldn't advise you to run Feather unless you are essentially using a lot of those combo pieces. Because Feather at least gets you back some of your Harpies. This does a correction to your deck so that you can search out for a lot of your key pieces for your Harpies. So it's a win-win situation. I'm sure a lot of meta decks will probably use this. There's a lot of casual decks that don't have draw power that can take advantage of this, because it does help them thin out the situation. And Monarchs should probably use this because they don't really care about the extra deck anyway. So, or they don't have to really. Actually, they have enough search and setup power themselves without having to use the extra deck, which most of their cards prevent it from doing anyway. Oh, and not having extra deck too. Okay, so there goes that thing. But that actually would have been a good setup for them too. I'm just trying to really think. Salamander could use this. Shadal could definitely take advantage of this. Um, can Zodiac do that? Yeah, Zodiac can definitely. No, Zodiac can't do this. I just remembered. Zodiac needs half of his extra deck in order to even do a lot of those pieces. Fluffle. No, not Fluffle. Melfly could definitely take advantage of this. I'm also thinking Tri Brigade, because Tri Brigade really, most of its setup is like monsters in the graveyard, banishing those monsters and then taking advantage of the setup there. So that's another one I can think of. No, not Invoked, because Invoked needs their extra deck. That's also why I think Invoked didn't use Pot of Extravagance. Okay, so there's still a lot of handful of decks that can take advantage of this, because I really did have to think about what other decks could use those. And there is a good portion of them that can. And then those who potentially can't use it, if you at least have an extra deck that you say, I don't really care too much about what's in the extra deck, I can still pull a monster out, even if the other cards are banished. This is still technically good for you. It's just in those that don't have draw power or essentially solid draw power. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think of Pot of Disparity. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of discussion about this. What decks would you use this in? What decks do you think of that would definitely, I said definitely would benefit from a card like this? So let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and of course hit the notification bell so you guys can be informed of when I do upload more content. And the social media links are in the description box below. So you guys can interact with me there. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will catch you all next time. HPJ signing out, and take care.